Welcome back guys to another Zero DTE video, and today Ernie's going to be talking about trading consistency, so make sure you stay tuned. If you're interested in becoming a pro trader, check out the link in the description where you can find Ernie's education platform. Enjoy guys.
I show you what I do every day. I put out my trades every day. Now, of course, some of you coming in for the first time have not seen my everyday performance and what I do over a long period of time, and others have. And so you see that everything that I put out there is exactly what I report. You can literally go back through the Discord and match up every trade with what's on my chart. So you can see what I do, I tell you what I do, and I show you what I do so that you can see the result. Now, if you're not achieving that same kind of result, I can tell you why, and it's because you have not yet achieved the kind of consistency that you need to achieve. You get off base, maybe get frustrated, do something different, think that there's always something that you're missing. But the strategy itself is really an open book. There's not a lot to it. There's a lot of background and a lot of math and a lot of reason that has been built up over literally decades of experience and even centuries of experience that go into why the strategy works. But the actual implementation of the strategy is not really that difficult. Because even this morning, I get questions like, what time frame are you using? What was your specific reason for getting in? And when I say something like, I got in because my meetings were over and I had time to get in. And why did you choose, or what were the criteria that you chose the trend? At first, I used to tell people what the truth was, how I chose the trend. What were the indicators and everything else that you used? People are stuck on thinking that there's some very specific thing that you need in order to accurately tell whether the trend is going up or down when you don't. My primary method of telling where the trend is going is I just look at the chart. That's it. And if it's going up, that's where I'm going. If it's going down, that's where I'm going. Now, I use a little technique that I call fuzzy eyes so that I don't get fooled into thinking that if I see a little waver in that trend, it will compel me to choose another direction and start thinking about it. I don't want to see that because that doesn't help. It's not helpful. And it's not useful. It doesn't really contribute to my knowledge or my accuracy. And you might think, shouldn't you really be looking for those indicators on whether or not the trend is starting to turn and then move with that turn? And I would say that's probably not useful either, because trends don't go in a straight line. They tend to go back and forth, and then they continue until they don't. And sitting there trying to look at every single little move and try to anticipate it isn't very helpful either. But with that comes a caveat, because you know that if you're always going to be going long in a bullish trend, that there are going to be times where it just goes against you, and it will go against you about 50% of the time. Now, that may seem unacceptable to some people because they think that I should be able to trade with some sort of higher accuracy than 80%. I would ask, why do you think that is true? Do you think that you're entitled to that? What makes you think that you should receive a 70 or an 80% win rate? Because you said so, or because other people said that's what you should be able to do? Because that goes against the natural distribution of prices. So why do you think that you should be able to go against nature? The easiest way to put it. So another part of being consistent is acceptance of what is and what isn't. Either you accept the fact that the probable moves that are coming out there are this kind of normal distribution, a bell curve, and that's it. Some bell curves can lean a little bit one way or the other by maybe applying pressures or filters on them, but it's still a bell curve. It's still going to be a normal distribution. That's the way the world works. So either you accept it and then trade with it and then prosper, or you don't.
Thanks for watching guys, I hope you enjoyed the video, and if you did, make sure you hit that subscribe button and hit the like button below. If there's any questions that you might have for Coach Ernie, make sure you leave them in the comment section. Thanks guys.